Hey, I just wanted to go over my 5 plays for tomorrow. Figured that, today was a very, very crazy end, uh, very crazy close. So obviously the Fed has got us taking some different action than most probably thought we would. I mean, I don't think many thought that we would see SPY 470 by the end of today, but the cool thing here is that we're actually about to break out. I mean, we could get back above 470, but if we get comfortable above 470, probably 471-ish, which I know after hours it did get around that area, I think we could continue to see just, the push that we've been seeing. This weekly candle is pulling up to the top. It's about to break out of this huge resistance. So I have a lot of faith in the fact that we're going to push, but um, I mean, the Fed could always switch it up and say something crazy again tomorrow. So I am still prepared to play both ways, as always, but I really enjoyed the run up, and I know that this is going to give us some crazy candles, so I think we should get into them. I'll try to focus more on charting and how I'm getting the levels today. So I spend a lot of my time in the 15 minute. And well, first off, why these why these tickers? So like I usually do, I go to the hot chains and tickers right here, and I just scroll through these. I mean, you can see, semiconductors, AMD, Nvidia, love that. Facebook, or Meta, great stuff there. Lucid is up here. Microsoft, Apple were two of the other ones I was watching, but I just didn't like the levels that I was getting as much. What are the other ones? BA, Qualcomm. I'll go through Qualcomm in a second, but BA is always on this list. Yeah, here it is. And then Qualcomm is likely to be on here as well. Um, First thing I'll do is I'll go through the daily. So I see something on there. I say, okay, this has a lot of options volume. Then I go into the daily chart and I say, what's this looking like on the daily? Well, Facebook broke some very key levels, close above 340 for the first time in a very long time. And, well, 3 days ago before, oh, well, closed above it. Yeah. So this could be huge. I mean, Facebook really could make a nice push back up toward highs if it wanted to. I mean, even still in here, it's provided great intraday movement, and I think the movement's not done. You could have played Facebook every day for the last week and a half and made plenty of money. So, uh, additionally, AMD and Nvidia both saw crazy, crazy movement. The semiconductors did. So, I'm very, very pleased with this, with the levels that we could get here. I thought they were super clean, and this downtrend breakout, just textbook right here. You see, boom, okay, boom, breakout. So I see one of two things happening. Either we come down and test the trend line again, or we just continue. And again, I'm going to be fine either way. BA was very interesting. I took puts this morning off of the level, and those were good. Before it ran up, and you see this is, a lot of volume here. Nice little push back up above 195. And again, I'm playing these same exact levels. Look, we closed around the exact same spot. It's holding this key support. I could totally see us, pushing just like we did here off a similar candle. I could see us have a nice little push, or maybe we fall back down to lows and we see 190. Either way, I'm fine with it. Qualcomm. Now, this one is probably the best daily setup out of them all. And look at this, highest close ever. So I guess all-time high close. Daily breakout. We've been talking about this one for a while. We could see, this maybe is an inverse head and shoulders here. Maybe shoulder, head, and then shoulder here, something like that. But this is a daily breakout, and if we go to the weekly chart, this just looks incredible. We could totally see a huge move here to the upside, and I am not going to miss it. So last but not least, Lucid. This one's been a great mover and has respected levels pretty well. So I think it found its support here around 35s, 36, and then made a nice push today, but actually came back down a lot. Um, I could see this picking back up and seeing 40, 45, 44, 45, or it just falls back with, we got this really aggressive trend line here going from up here down to here, and we could see, okay, broke out, but it came back down a little bit. We could see maybe it continues to fall, or we could see the continuation on the breakout. So I'm fine either way. Again, let me go a little bit into the levels. So Facebook had a crazy rip toward the end of the day. I actually played puts here, but and then didn't jump back in. But those paid nicely. So the levels are pretty clear for me here. I really like, so I'm looking at these two blue lines here. I like the bottom-ish here, top here, and then if you keep scrolling, scroll for a while, you'll see, tops here, tops, bottoms, just a lot of touches in the same range. Same thing here, wicks couldn't close below. Same thing, taps there, couldn't close above. A lot of consolidation, unable to break. So I'm very, very happy with these levels, and Facebook has just been a great mover. So very, very confident in this play. And then if I go to unusual whales, I see that they are, obviously a lot of these are super far in the money now since Facebook's at 340, but you still see a lot of action on the 350s, 345s, even the 360s. Oh, well, that's for next week. So yeah, there's so much potential here, and you do see a lot of put flow. So that's something that definitely should be taken into account, but nothing that's going to impact my decision making. If puts is the play, I'm fine taking the puts. So then my next one is AMD, and this one is just incredible. Obviously, we looked at the daily candle, just nuts. So I like this put trigger around here at the bottom of this consolidation, top here, and then kind of scroll. Okay, we get the nice taps and comes back up here on 148.15. Same thing here, I like that area. Here, same exact thing. So I'm saying, okay, this call trigger is perfect. We get the similar kind of bottom action here and then bounce, 144.55. So I really, there's not too much to work with here, but I really like what we've got, and they're not too far away. So I know that I'm not risking, giving up the move or getting faked out, but very notable volume here. AMD just got some crazy volume. So I'm thinking 150 calls over this and maybe 142, 143 puts underneath. You could even go with 140. But it is going to be a Thursday, so be careful. BA actually have the same exact levels as yesterday because, we closed here, and then today was this candle, and so literally the same exact levels. See these tops up here, and then the bottoms, you get them, you scroll back a little bit, see 193.80 or 193.90 is, right below 194. I'm fine with that. These are both about $1.50 away from the close. Perfect. BA has a great range. BA can move $8 in a day, so giving up $1.50 in either direction is not a big deal whatsoever. So BA, we also see this is obviously BA didn't really make a move above 195. It opened at 195 and then came back, to 196.60, but nothing absurd. But we see there's just a crazy amount of 200 and 205 volume even. So that is very notable to me, and I'm watching. And I do like the liquidity in the puts as well. Something that I would be very interested in taking. Below 193.90, I'd probably go with the 190 puts. And then above 197, I'd go with the 200 calls. And then Qualcomm, not much to work with. Like I said, I kind of had to go into the 5-minute here and a little bit even into the 1 minute just to analyze this, but I'm taking it at 190.58 or 190.6. And the reasoning behind that is if we get a break here and then a push up to 191.25, I'll already be green. And so even if we reject it, I'll still be able to just take my profits. So it's not a problem to me. And then I like 187.55, just nice matches here. Same thing here, top of this one. Nothing that's too crazy, but I think this setup, get these bodies here. I think this daily setup is just something that can't be ignored. So find some significant levels like the ones that I have, and play them. I think this could be a great play either way. And then Lucid, this one has had very interesting movement. So sort of one that you need to buy on the red, buy calls in the red. Right here, same thing. Buy calls in the red, buy puts on the green. Right, puts, here, puts would have paid here. I mean, okay, well, mostly it went up and then would gap down and then would go back up. But we saw a couple times today, puts, off the green, the puts were paying, but it still is maintaining this strong, uptrend here. So we'll look to keep that intact before making a move. So upwards above 41.80, I think you can see plenty of space, even all the way up to the 44s, personally, is what I believe. And then below this trend line, you easily get below this, the trigger down here at 34.7 or 39.70. You also get below 40. So it's just, there's a lot working against Lucid if it gets below this level. So I think this play could be super good either way. And we could take a look at the flow really quick and what I think about it. I noticed the 45s, which is a little bit wild because these are weeklies and it's only at about 41 right now. So that's very interesting to me. I noticed the liquidity in the puts as well, 38, 39. I'm fine with that. I like that because sometimes just puts are just way less liquid than the calls, and it makes it difficult to play them when they have worse spreads and less volume. So I do like to see the liquidity, lots of volume, lots of OI in the puts. It just makes it a better all-around play for a dual direction play. But I am noticing some out-of-the-money calls, 42, 45, 43, 44. I mean, they're all getting attention. Every single chain is getting attention. So I'm not going to try to predict what Lucid is going to do here, but I just know that I have a solid setup that I'm comfortable with playing either way, and yeah, I'm happy about it. So hope everybody has a great end of the week. Let's stay smart tomorrow, and then stay smart on Friday as well. So enjoy your night.